Have you ever wondered the process behind the scenes after having to make a 911 call for a medical emergency? In Volusia County, that all begins at the Emergency Operations and Sheriff's Communications Center in Daytona Beach, where communication professionals set the wheels of first responders into motion.
Admin 140.
Assistant Director Claudine Boring gave us a special tour of the Sheriff's Communications Center. So, Claudine, this is the Emergency Operations Center, and inside the EOC is the Communications Center.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about who all works in here?
Yes. We are a consolidated communications center. We handle all three disciplines. Our call takers are state certified public safety telecommunicators, and they are trained to handle law enforcement, fire, and EMS call handling.
When you call 911, the dispatcher first needs to determine your location. And even though many of today's cell phones can aid in determining your location, dispatchers need to be able to pinpoint exactly where you are to ensure a timely response. This can be even more important at shopping malls or at large events, where just an address isn't enough detail.
Location verification is paramount. This is a very large county, and the best interrogation and instructions won't do any good if the location is wrong. Fast isn't great if fast is wrong. So with that being said, they are very stringent in obtaining the city, the cross streets. We have multiple intersections in different cities.
Volusia County EMS uses a tiered response system, which is a criteria-based dispatching system that determines, through medical questions asked by the dispatcher, the type of public protection response that's needed for a given emergency. For example, if the nature of the call is for uncontrolled bleeding or a person who is unconscious, they are considered time-life critical situations.
If we know that there is a time-life critical component, we are dispatching all three disciplines of Volusia County EMS, fire, in conjunction with law enforcement. Law enforcement will arrive on scene, secure the scene, and then they will advise what resources are needed at that point.
The goal is to match the needed resources to the nature of the call.
150, I copy, you're on a bed delay.
Using geographic information technology, Volusia County EMS uses what is called a dynamic deployment system. This is a framework that spatially displays historical call volume, which is then color-coded onto the Volusia County map. So when an ambulance receives a call, this information improves decision-making for where to relocate other available ambulances to ensure optimal coverage throughout the county at any given snapshot in time. Yet, even with this high level of sophistication, there is still a need for a wizard behind the curtain. Lieutenant Stephanie Outlaw has an important job of being one of the county's system status controllers.
It's my job to make sure that we have ambulances in the areas where we have calls for service. It's a nonstop, basically a chess game for 12 hours a day. I make sure whenever ambulances get moved from one place to another, if somebody goes on a call, I have to move ambulances to fill those spots. Sometimes more than one call comes in at a time, so I have to move several ambulances at once.
As you're driving throughout Volusia County, occasionally you'll see an ambulance in various parking lots, and at that snapshot in time, that's where they've been assigned to post so that they can be available in a moment's notice to provide a timely response. While no one wants to call 911 for a medical emergency, it's reassuring to know that Volusia County's protective service professionals are committed to provide this vital service around the clock. They help keep Volusia a safe and protected place to work, play, and live. For Volusia Magazine, I'm Kevin Captain.